Hey everyone, welcome to the ranking. Here's my ranking of the Final Destination movies. Yes, I'm continuing with my Halloween themed videos, and yes, I remember months and months ago at the beginning of this year I did a lot of rankings for horror franchises like Scream, Child's Play, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Saw. Anyways, when I did those rankings, I was really nervous because I'm like, oh my god, did I waste all my ideas for October? Like, what other franchises could I rank? But then some people said, why don't you rank the Final Destination movies? And I'm like, okay, I've seen them all. Yeah, I can do that. Final Destination, if you don't know them, they are very silly, over-the-top, violent horror films, and they all basically have the same idea. It's about a bunch of people, one person has a vision that they're all going to die, and a group of them cheat death, and then death comes back and kills them all in very weird, violent, crazy, creative ways, and yeah, those are the movies. Yeah, they're all about people cheating death and death coming back and killing them in very brutal ways. That's what all the Final Destination movies are about. They're a lot of fun, they're really ridiculous, really stupid, but they're entertaining, and yeah, let's rank them, shall we? There was 5 Final Destination films, and I'm going to rank all of them for you guys, from least favorite to my favorite, so let's get to it. Here's my ranking of the Final Destination movies. Alright, coming in at number 5 is The Final Destination, or Final Destination 4, the 4th one. This movie's complete ass. This is the first one. I think it was the first one to go into 3D, and my god, does it. Like, when you don't watch it in 3D, it is so obvious this movie's pushing the 3D at you. Like, you see so many, like, tires hitting the screen, people's faces hitting the screen. Just like, ooh, look at this, we're 3D. This review, this ranking is in 3D. Sorry about that. This is a really awful, awful film. This has some of the most stock, cliched horror movie characters ever. I don't even remember a single character in this movie, and it's pretty bad, because a lot of them have some pretty forgettable characters, but this one, every character is forgettable. I know one girl's from One Tree Hill, and one guy is from that show, What I Like About You. Remember that show? Terrible show, but that's it. It's just a guy, it takes place during a racetrack. In the racetrack, all the cars go all crazy, and all the people die in the stadium, and it blows up. One guy gets a vision. A few of them cheat death. Death comes back, and the kills in this movie are so over the top and so really goofy and silly and just ridiculous. There's like one scene with a girl in the movie theater. This like pole goes through the screen and hits her in the chest, and I'm like, oh god, stupid. And the ending to this movie is a really stupid ending that makes no sense, and yeah. Out of a franchise like this that's a ridiculous franchise, this is the most ridiculous film, and just, it's the worst. Coming number 4 is Final Destination 2. Final Destination 2 is, actually a lot of fans of this franchise really likes the second one. I'm, like, when I binge watch it, which is like once every, like, 3 years, this is not like a Halloween franchise I watch every Halloween. This is not like Halloween, or even Nightmare on Elm Street, or even Friday the 13th, and I hate the Friday the 13th movies, but I watch those during the October season. I don't watch these all the time. I watch them every couple of years during the Halloween season, but I always watch all of them, except the 4th one. I skipped that one, but I watched the 2nd one, and there's good stuff in it. There's some cool ideas, it's not well directed, and Ollie Larder, she was like the weakest part of the first one, and they make her one of the main characters in this one, and that was like one ginormous mistake, and they killed the best characters in the first film off screen. In this one, well, how the first one ends, one of them dies, but they kill the main character, spoilers, they kill the main character off in this one off screen, like they say he died, and he was the most interesting part of the first film, and the fact that he wasn't the main character in this movie just made it really, really annoying. AJ Cook is the main character. She's the girl that has the vision, and it's during like a traffic collision and all the cars blow up and everything, and again they all cheat death. This is the one when it got really gory and disgusting, because the first one wasn't very gory. It was a little violent, but it wasn't gory. This is when it got super over the top gory. And it was fun. There's some really fun, enjoyable kills in this movie, like the famous wire scene where the guy like gets ripped in half, his arm and limbs all fall off. That's pretty cool, and even the kid with the glass. There's some creative kills, but it's not very interesting. They try to put cool concept and ideas, and they try to think of clever ways to cheat death, but it comes out just stupid and it doesn't make sense. Like, they think this girl's pregnant, so if her baby is born, that's how they'll cheat death. I'm like, wait, what? That doesn't make sense. And even how the movie ends, I won't spoil the ending, but how it ends is so stupid, and I'm like, what? It just doesn't make sense. And yeah, it's still creative, and it's got the fun kills, but it has very generic characters, and just things in this movie just make little to no sense. And it's a dumb, fun movie, but it's definitely one of the weaker ones. Coming number 3 is Final Destination 3. Final Destination 3, see, what this movie is for me is what the second one is to most people. The second one to most people is just a really fun, stupid movie. And for me, I just find it just a stupid movie. At times fun, but mostly a stupid movie. This is the fun, stupid movie in my opinion. This is a really stupid movie, but it is a lot of fun. This is when it gets really creative, because the girl gets a vision on a roller coaster. Like, and how some of these people die on this roller coaster is so ridiculous. It is hilarious and entertaining as hell to watch. And every single character in this movie, how each one of them die, they all die in the most ridiculous, over-the-top ways, and it's a lot of fun to watch. This is a really stupid movie. Again, it has the same premise as all of them. Mary Elizabeth Winstead has the vision. She's like, let me off the roller coaster. Then the roller coaster crashes and everything, and all of them die in like this horrible ways, and some of it just, they make no sense, but again, they're entertaining as hell to watch. And there is still some fun. There's some funny moments in this movie. They're like, I feel like the characters were actually trying to be a lot more fun and enjoyable, not too serious. I felt like this one was trying to be a little more sillier than the second one. The second one tried to be very serious. This one had a lot more funny scenes, and it felt like more of a dumb fun movie. The second one, everyone says that's the dumb fun one. I find this the dumb fun one. So yeah, it's entertaining. It's stupid. It's entertaining though. Coming number 2 is Final Destination. Yes, the very first Final Destination. This is actually a pretty good movie. It's not great. It's got some stock horror movie characters. It's got like the bully, the nerd, the main character that no one believes, the generic love interest. There's a lot of cliched characters in this film. But it has a unique idea. This is what started the idea about a kid on an airplane, and he has a vision that the airplane's gonna crash and everything. He asks everyone to get off the plane, and only a handful get off. And then the plane actually crashes, so Death comes back, because they cheated Death, and Death comes back to haunt them and try to get them back again and kill them in very horrible ways. And the way they play with the rules of death, how they each go in order of how they were sitting on the plane, and if you cheat Death, Death goes to the next person, you're last in line. The way they do the orders of death in this movie is a lot of fun. Again, it doesn't always make sense, but it's fun. It's entertaining to watch. And the main character, I think the actor is Devon Sawa. He's the guy that did the Idle Hands movie. He's not the greatest actor, but he's a lot of fun in this movie, and he was enjoyable to watch. Even the guy from Dawson's Creek as the bully, he was entertaining. Sean William Scott's in this movie as this dweeby jock guy. They're entertaining. Ollie Larder's the worst part of this movie. She is just so generic in this film, but it's entertaining. Even the kills, they may not be gory, but they are creepy and they're unsettling and stuff. And the fact that they're cheating Death, and you never see what Death looks like, because Death is death and everything. And it's a fun idea, it's a fun premise, and it's enjoyable. Sure, it ends like a very cliched horror film, but I like the idea of Final Destination. It's silly, it doesn't make sense, but it's fun and enjoyable, and I think it's a good watch. It's not a great film, but it's a very entertaining one. And my number 1 favorite Final Destination movie is, surprisingly, the 5th one, Final Destination 5. Yeah, this is my favorite Final Destination movie. I don't know why. It's so weird. It's weird. They brought Tony Todd back in this one. Like, he was pretty. He's always entertaining to watch, but yeah, this is a damn enjoyable film. This felt like more like the first one though. Like it was serious, but it was silly. It played with the idea in different ways, and it was interesting. I actually enjoyed the lead characters. I actually cared for the lead characters. The kills, again, were silly and over the top like the second and third one, but it had clever ideas like the first one, so I really enjoyed it, and there was actually 1 or 2 good performances. Again, some of the side characters are the most stereotypical, cliched, stupid horror movie characters, and the first one, technically, throughout the whole film, is better than this one, but what makes it just slightly an edge over the first one is the ending. Like, the film as a whole is just pretty good. It's not great, but it's not bad. But what makes it much better than the first one, because the first one ends in a very cliched way, this one puts a real cool and very unique twist on the story. I will not spoil it, just in case you haven't seen this movie, I won't spoil the ending, but the ending twist is something I did not see coming, and it was a damn great twist. It's a great way to end the franchise, and it's just a damn good twist. I won't spoil it, but it really raised the bar to my favorite Final Destination movie, because I found it like, yeah, it's just as good as the first one, but I think the first one's a little better, but the twist in this one makes it better than the first one, and yeah, it's, I can't spoil anything, but you all know what the twist is, and it's a damn good twist, and because of that twist, it became my favorite Final Destination movie. So yeah, that was my ranking of all the Final Destination films, from at least favorite to my favorite. So yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me what is your ranking of all 5 of the Final Destination films, from your least favorite to your favorite. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.